On the previous episode of getting the best item in hardcore.
I'm the best around!
And the first test is the test of strength.
You have saved the lives of many Tauren adventurers.
We start today's journey off vendoring everything from yesterday's haul, giving us a whopping 2 silver and 48 copper. Hey, I know that guy.
Oh, I can see by his carvings you're of a special breed.
Special breed? Like Wagyu? Bane informs me that there are gnolls in the area that are killing the wildlife, and he craves violence against them. Then I am told it is time to take the second test. I must speak with Zarlaman 2 Moons? Who wrote this? Z-Man tells me that I need to collect acorns and rocks, and he will create a substance that, when ingested, will give me visions. So he's gonna drug me. Right. I then meet a Tauren whose father was just bitten by Maserati? And his wound is infected, so he would like for me to gather supplies to cure his wound.
Hurry. Time is of the essence.
Then you go, homie. I'll wait. Yeah, I didn't think so. Then this guy told me to kill some birds, and this guy told me to kill some harpies.
Thank you for taking the time to speak to me, adventurer. I am Rule, warrior and teacher. You have obviously reached an age when you must prepare for your challenge.
He just wants me to kill stuff. So off I go to slaughter many wild animals. I find 2 acorns under a set of trees, one component of my drug serum. I luckily found a well cleared of the workers, so I sneak in to grab my wellstones, but as I am looting, a worker spawns right in front of me. So I pull him aside, and then sneak back in for my second wellstone, before any more spawn. Then I run into this random guy out in the wilderness, who said his caravan was attacked and pillaged, and he wants me to go check if there's anything left. So let me get this straight. I'm supposed to go risk my life to help this random guy, and what do I get out of it? And there's literally no reward. Sick game, Blizzard. Wow, opening my map got very overwhelming very quickly. I'm just never gonna do that again. I'm just gonna stick to beating animals to death. Oh, rip my guy, dude. So I'm starting to learn anything above my level is dangerous. This might be a lot harder than I was anticipating. The Tauren stalks its prey, waiting till the perfect moment to strike. And the Tauren charges. The Tauren have claimed another. After slaughtering all of the wolves and hawkstriders, I stumble upon Pale Mane Rock and its cave. So I start with trying to clear them out from their campsite. But then this random level 16 druid comes around and clears everything from the camp, making my job a lot easier. After one fight with this Skinner, I decide that the Pale Mane are too rich for my blood at the moment, and I decide to return back later at a higher level. After collecting my last animal part from this bird and dinging level 7, I head back to the camp for turning. First I hand Mar all the animal parts he would need to cure a wound, and hand Harkins his feathers. I give Mull the wellstones and talons so he can make a cleansing totem to cleanse all of the wells in Mulgore. When I return to Z-Man with the wellstones and acorns, he makes me a concoction to drink, and he says to me that I will see a vision to follow my destiny once I consume this mushroom juice and look at the fire. Sounds like a good time to me. So I sell everything to my local vendor and ingest the mushroom juice, while doing whatever this is, for 30 seconds. A blue wolf appears in front of me, and just like any good escort quest in any game ever, I run faster than the NPC itself. Classic. When I arrive, I meet Seer Wiserunner, who tells me to pass the test, I need to go to Red Rocks and drink some water. Damn these Taurens and their supplements. Next I tackle the Harpies. These guys can be dangerous because of how tightly packed together they are. I admit these Harpies were tougher than I thought. There were a handful of times where I cut it pretty close. After clearing the Harpies and collecting my 8 talons, which by the way, I killed way more Harpies than I got talons, so what's up with that? Found myself 2 healing potions richer, which is a huge score. I'm going to need more tools to stay alive. So I stop on my local Thunder Bluff. Be careful. Be very careful. I'm not going to be the guy to fall off Thunder Bluff. I learn Apprentice First Aid for a whopping 1 silver. Dude, that's like 1/7 of my money. And I immediately make 11 bandages for my journey. And I hearth back home to turn in my bounty. After handing in the Heartbeat Talons and receiving payment, I notice Bane has a new quest. Bane wants me to play a sick prank on some local dwarven miners. He wants me to break all of their tools so they can't dig anymore. Oh, Bane, you trickster. Before I leave to do the sick prank, I learn Hamstring and Heroic Strike 2 for 50% of my net worth. Damn, dude, these Taurens are running up a check. The very next solo miner I pull almost kills me, and I'm forced to use the potion that I found at the Harpies. Man, this game is going to be hard. Score, my first copper vein. Man, they are guarding this with their lives, dude. Much like the Harpies, these guys absolutely whooped my cow ass and forced me to use both of my health potions and most of the bandages I had just made. So after struggling, and I mean struggling, to kill these dwarves, I finally had enough picks to destroy. Then I skedaddled on out of there before any miners could get me. Thoroughly stressed now, I decide that it's time to return to the gnolls. When I arrive, 2 Tauren are battling gnolls already. And is that a chest? Now, I won't like it, and I feel very dirty doing it, but I swept in and took the chest from them. Sorry, dude, it's a cow eat cow world out here. I deserve that. Through my thievery, I found 2 more health potions, so the heist was a success. With a feeling of reinsurance because of these bandages and healing potions that I now have, I head into the cave to clear out the gnolls. However, whenever I get into the cave, it's mysteriously empty. However, all the poachers are in the back of the cave, so I make my way there while the path is clear. Now here's the problem with caves. When you're clearing a cave, you have to go deeper and deeper into the cave to find more mobs to kill. But as you clear your way through the cave, mobs behind you start to respawn. So it kind of puts you on a clock to fight your way back out before the mobs that you just cleared up to also start respawning. So you're gonna find yourself in a really shitty sandwich if you're not fast. After clearing some gnolls, I set my eyes on a row of poachers. I will have to take these guys out quickly before the rest of the cave respawns behind me. I pull each one by one, trying to be as careful as I can. I was either very lucky or just that good at the game, but no gnolls respawn. Getting into the cave was easy, but getting out is going to be a bit trickier. The whole path to the way out is crawling with gnolls. But luckily, before I got to the mouth of the cave, a gnoll dropped this sick rock on a stick. With this, I bash my way out of the cave with ease, and back to Bloodhoof I go. I return to Bane with news that I played his sick prank and cleared out all of the gnolls, and he gives me 25 bullets. I guess it's time I gotta learn how to use a gun. I then head back out. I arrive at the supposed goblin guarded well to cleanse it, but there was no goblin, so I completed the quest and Mole tells me to kill more animals to make another totem. So I decide to go to the caravan that I was told about earlier while I club every single animal that I see to death. Ooh, a special breed! After killing many animals, gruesomely I might add, I find myself at the burnt caravan surrounded by goblins. At this point, I was second guessing if this quest was even worth the hassle. After surgically removing each goblin one by one, I retrieved a box of supplies from the caravan and I took it back to the road that I found Morin on. When I arrive, Morin is absolutely livid.
We must do something about it.
And he requests that I slaughter 20 Venture Co. members. He also wants me to kill their leader and collect his clipboard. But I guess this guy just wants blood. I decide to head back to Bloodhoof to return my animal parts in exchange for another cleansing totem, and kill all the Venture Co. guys when I am level 10. And I head to the inn to rest for the upcoming goblin massacre ahead.